Hi, everybody, and welcome to the next DFIU versus tier list. I know it has been 2 long weeks if you've been following us, or you may be binging these, and this is the newest one you're coming across. But thank you for joining us. We've got an all-new set here, or an all-new setup, rather. And I am being joined by Danny Gambit
Hi.
and Kyle, who is deafened because he's not paying any gosh dang attention. But we are going to be discussing all 50 Guts events. There are 50 of them. And Danny doesn't have the benefit of watching every single one like we did earlier, unless you were just lurking. But yeah, there are some caveats to this that I do need to explain. Yes, there are 50 Guts events, and we do have our normal tiers. Goats is where the best ones go. Greats are the ones that are fantastic. Goods are, they're enjoyable watching. Missing something, which I'm going to change to missing actuator, and makes Mike O'Malley sad. That's going to be our bottom tier, or our trash tier, as we like to call it. So there, I need to make one specific rule, and then we'll kind of go over the criteria. There are three crags. There's the aggro crag, the super aggro crag, and the mega crag. Only one of those gets to go in goats. We cannot put all of them in goats because I know we all want to. One has to go in goats, one has to go in greats, and then the other one can go anywhere below that. What are our criteria for this? A, how much would we want to actually do this if we were a contestant? 2, how fun is it to watch? 3, I don't know. You come up with a third criteria. I don't know. But Kyle is still deafened, and I don't know why Kyle is still deafened. I'm about to call his ass.
That's just unprofessional.
Yeah, no, hold on. I got this. There we go. All right. Well, we'll get into it, and Mr. Kyle Mick not paying attention to Discord will be here. Yeah, it's a thick bunch. There are 50 events, 60 seconds. For those of you who are voting, that clock's going to start now. Our first event on the list is Aces. This is a tennis event where you're returning serves that are being shot at you out of several tennis cannons. It's all right. Like, it's not the one I'd most want to do on here.
A lot of these are going to be messes.
A lot of these are going to be goods missing actuators. So, I put this. I mean, it's fine for what it is for tennis. I get they tried to put tennis in there, but for me, it's good, good or missing actuator. It can't go higher than good.
I'd say missing actuator. That was the first time that I've ever seen it when we just watched it just now. It was not very exciting for me.
Yeah, and chat seems to agree with that. They have it in missed actuator, so we all agree there. Isn't that lovely? We'll move on, and we're gonna have our first crag, and these are locked in. They can't. So these are locked in. They can't be moved after. We have the aggro crag. Where do we put this? Or no, I'm sorry. We have 0G. I have been twice by the RNG. It is 0G. It's the sideways race course. This is a goat for me.
Absolutely.
I would kill to do this one.
Absolutely.
It's the cool transition and everything, and running basically sideways. It's so fun. I think it's a goat for me.
Like, where else can you replicate that on the playground? Like, you can replicate Aces, you can replicate Slamma Jamma. You cannot do this anywhere else.
No, absolutely not.
Otherwise, you're just Homer Simpson, just running around in a circle on your side.
Woohoo! Woohoo! But yeah, I chat seems to agree. Chat has that in goats as well. I think that's a perfect spot for it. We're going to move on to our next one, and that is Wild Wheels. So this is the recumbent bike event where it's not Mad Max-esque. I think a lot of these track ones are gonna kind of sneak into goods here. It's not really remarkable to me in any way.
Is this the one where they have like the little seesaw that they have to go over, and sometimes you have to get on it flush, or else you're gonna clip the side and get stuck? Yeah.
Yes. I'll put it in good because
Poor
it's recumbent
planning.
bike, and that's probably the only gimmick it has going for it.
Sure.
That's
Like the bikes themselves are fun.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! The bikes themselves are fun. I'd ride a recumbent bike all day long, so I can say recumbent. But yeah, chat has this in good. They unanimously agree it's in good. So we will move on. And what do we have next? Wild pitch. So this is a lot of baseballs coming at you, and you have to hit them. I think this is fun. I would maybe put this in great, maybe good.
I would keep that as a good. I think if there's one thing where they're like if there's one event that like have balls being launched at you, I think larger balls are a better thing to like watch and participate in. So I don't know how I feel about batter's cage on pixie sticks here. But
batter's cage.
I think wild pitch is a good.
Yeah, I'd say a high good.
I want to put it in great because I think it's just a fun. I love baseball. Baseball is my favorite sport, even though I make more football jokes than I should be proud of here. But I'm fine with it. High good, and remember, the higher up it is in the tier, the more to the left it is. So yeah, there it goes. Great.
Yeah.
Chat has this in greats. They disagree with this. We're going to move on to whitewater. This is the rafting one where you have to go around the two basketball hoop-looking buoys with the jets. I have a lot of problem with a lot of pool events, and that bias is going to show here. But that said, this is probably my most favorite of the events, just because.
Really?
Because you've got, if you can use the jet strategically, you can fly through this.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
I put it in missing actuator for myself, but if you're in between, I'd say good.
I would say it's a good for me. I don't think it's that bad.
I think it's
there are
a
a
low
couple
good.
ones that are kind of worse.
Low good.
Low good. That's where I have it. I have it in low good. A lot of these pool events are rough. And I get that they want to incorporate another part of, you don't want it all to be bungee events or field events, and I get that, but I feel like there is, like, you could have had a water polo event in the pool or something like that, and it's just, that's going to be, we're going to talk about that a lot here. Our next is Wave Runner with the vertical buoys. God, I don't remember what they're on here. I think they're on like a wakeboard or something. I do not like this game. It's probably it's missing actuator for me.
Yeah.
Like, it's not trash, but it's not great.
The vertical buoys.
Yeah.
Holes.
That's right. Yeah, missing actuator, I'd say.
Yeah, paddle inflatable raft across pool around pylons. That's what Wave Runner says for me. So it is a inflatable raft. I'm going to put this in missing actuator. Oh god, I hate pool events so much. Like, pool events were piss breaks for me. I'm not gonna lie. As a kid, they were 100% piss breaks.
Well, so were pools themselves, I'm sure, for you.
No, I didn't pee in the pool. I got out and took a piss.
Okay.
If it was the ocean, however, you're damn right. It's nature.
Those loonies are gonna blow up the ocean.
Also, there was that one movie that made me fear like it would dye itself blue, so I didn't want to be that guy. Anyways. We go to our first mountain event, Vertiboggan. This is where you're on the boogie board going down the mountain. I think all of these events are cool. My biggest problem with them is they're so short for what they are.
Yeah. But it's like, how much higher can you go in that studio, though?
Exactly. You can't go. There is an actual limit apart from like the ceiling because you can't go higher than the aggro crag.
Yeah.
Right.
But like, I'd
say this is a great.
I think it's great. I think it's fine. I think it's cool. But like, man, it sucks that they're like 10 seconds a pop. It's just like because you're like, oh, that looks cool as hell. 10 seconds. What? Hold on. I blinked. What?
This is just a bad water slide.
Yeah, but that said, sledding rules, and if I have the opportunity to, I'm gonna do it, even if I eat shit. But yeah, you're gonna see a lot of the mountain ones, I think, in the great tier. Moving on is the triple jump, and so you do a jump over a slanted platform, then over some barrels, then over a hurdle and into sand. It's just a slog.
Yeah. I'd say this is the first one that makes Mike sad.
I don't think it's trash.
No?
This is a firm missing actuator.
Okay.
It's definitely low tier missing actuator. It is not by far the worst event Guts ever had, but it's a slog. Like if
I would agree with you on that.
If this was done as a timed obstacle course instead, I think it would be a lot more smoother. But the fact that it's just you do this 3 times and then and all the players have to do it 3 times, it sucks.
Yeah.
It's just the execution was flawed there, and it's fine. We're gonna move on though, and our next is, what are we doing? Touchdown. So
touchdown.
Oh my god! So this is the one where you're jumping up, grabbing a football, and throwing it across the arena into a goal. It's neat. I prefer the ones where they're kind of all crossing paths. It's more frantic, more action packed, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think this goes. I don't think it's great.
Definitely I wouldn't put it as a high good though.
We'll put it.
I would like mid.
Yeah.
Mid.
Yeah.
Mid good.
Right about there.
All right, no, that's fair. I mean, I like it. I think there's kind of cross-path games that are better than Touchdown, but Touchdown is fine to me. There's nothing particularly wrong with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's.
You guys can give your opinions too. Like.
Yeah, it's okay. Like.
Touchdown. Chat agrees. Touchdown. They've disagreed with us on Wild Pitch, by the way. I want to make that clear. And they've also disagreed with us on Triple Jump. Triple Jumps in their garbage tier. Next event, Totally Tubular. This is another pool event I'm fine with. I think it fits the Nickelodeon motif more, because this feels more like a physical challenge than it does a sporting
is this where
event.
you have to collect buoys that drop out of the sky?
No, this is the one where you have to get through the 5 inner tubes and then swim back. And that
with the inner tube attached to your body.
So I guess I take back what I said about Whitewater. I would put this in great because it's fun to watch and all 3 players go at the same time.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with a low grade on that. That's probably my favorite pool event. But yeah, all the other pool events I'm going to be very critical of. So be ready for that. Chat has this in goods. They don't quite agree with us on that, and that's fine. You don't have to agree with us. That's why we do this, so you can disagree
but you're wrong.
with us.
No.
What? Wait, what? We're gonna move on quickly to Tornado Run. This is the one. This is the one where they're running around the track, and there's the obstacles. There's the like the ramp and the vines and all that. And this one's fine. It seems like a little bit more extended basic training to me, but I
was going to ask, like, what's the difference between this and basic training? Or not basic training. What was the other one? They were running around the track and avoiding obstacles.
No. But
no?
This goes. It's fine. It's serviceable. It's right in the middle to me. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with it. It's just you're gonna find a lot of these events are samey, and you're gonna see like the whole thing is just trying to find some sort of variety in these. And Tornado Run, I think, separates itself decently enough because there's nothing you're riding or skating across. It's just running. So
yeah,
nothing wrong with that. Chat actually has this in goats, so they vastly disagree with us. They have that in goats. Next is the Edge. So I believe this is the one where you're doing it with ski boots on and ski poles. Again, I'm going to put this in greats. I'm all about that mountain. I'm all about that sled mountain, baby. I think it's fun as hell. I would have killed somebody to do that if I were a kid. Maybe even
super
2
short,
people.
Right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Also super short.
Yeah, it's short, but it's exciting. And that's
in fact, I think it was shorter than Vertiboggen, I think
so. I think that was the one where we saw a guy finish in like 9 seconds.
9 seconds.
It's exciting enough for me. I like it. I wish maybe you'd give the players 2 runs a pop and then their best time win. They keep their best time, but I mean that's a small complaint to have because it's fun as hell. Chat has the Edge also in great, so they agree with us on that, which is great. we're going to move on, and I think this is going to be our first one. Yeah, our first mountain, so we've got to be careful about this. This is the final iteration of the aggro crag, the super aggro crag. Where are we putting this one, fellas?
I vote for goats.
Over the other two? Because these lock in. These lock in.
I know. I vote for goats because, yes, it is the most obstacle-ridden and, the biggest and the baddest. And for me, this is the one that I grew up watching the most. I know it was only in that, one season. But, for me, that was the most exciting to watch because I saw the most close finishes on the Super Aggro Crag.
Danny.
More than the other ones.
I'm trying to weigh out my options here with this one. This is going to be hard because I know there's one crag that's lower than the other two.
Yeah.
I don't think it's this one. But it's just like, is it too much?
No.
That's my question.
So. No, Danny, I'm with you on this. There's a lot going on here, and my biggest issue with the Super Aggro Crag, that the Mega Crag has a little bit of, but the Aggro Crag doesn't, is they were liberally using the smoke machines. You didn't see what the fuck was going on half the fucking time.
Yeah.
For that reason, I think this is the worst one. I think it goes in good.
Really?
I don't think it's the worst one. I would say Super Aggro Crag, for me, goes in great.
Yeah, for those reasons, I would bump it to great, not the worst one.
Okay, we'll put it in great. We'll put it at the top of greats because the crags get that preferential
perfectly
treatment. Fine. And the chat agrees with us. They think that goes in great. So,
okay.
Next is Splashdown, and oh boy, I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna pause. So you're basically on inner tubes, and you know what, chat? I'll let you vote. You go ahead. It may just have been the one we watched, but this did nothing for me. Like, if you gave them, pugil sticks or something to knock them off, sure, do that.
Or, swatter guns.
Yeah, they're, going, it's fucking pointless. It is a wet fart. It is the worst. It is the worst event in the history of Guts. And it's
how else could it get gotten better than the one we watched?
When Mike O'Malley, who puts everything over on this show, is razzing the fuck out of it, you know it's bad.
Yeah.
It's garbage, trash, bad. It should almost get its own tier, but it makes Mike O'Malley sad, and you can add him on that. I don't give a shit.
I was going to say, it shouldn't go in makes Mike O'Malley sad. It should go into makes Mike O'Malley go to therapy.
We're going to move on to our next event. This is Spirals. This is one of our first specific aerial bridge events where you give a football, jump off the aerial bridge, and throw it through a tire. Not my favorite aerial bridge event, but it's still a great to me.
Yeah, I'd put it in great. That's the highest I would go with that.
Great?
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
It's not a goat.
It's not a goat.
But it covers the bases of throwing the football through the tire. It's a classic drill. And you could even people had a tire in their backyard or whatever. You throw the football through. So that hits that note for me, and I appreciate that. But the thing, it's just so awkward to fucking throw a football with you're up in the air going, all you have is your arm. You don't have your lower body to help you. But it's absolutely fine there. Chat agrees. They have it there as well. Also,
you can cheese it by just doing shovel passes and stuff, I guess.
No surprise. Chat agreed with us on Splashdown. It's crap. Next is Spin Out, which is you sledding down the carpeted hill with the little circular sled. This is probably my least favorite of the three. I would probably put this in good.
Yeah, I'd agree.
But again, cool. I would do it, but not the most exciting. The skiing one and the toboggan one, I will put above this. Then that's pretty simple for me. But God, that just makes me want to go sledding. Which for Florida, that's pretty damn impressive. So,
yeah.
And chat also has this in good. So look at that. They agree with us on something. Isn't that lovely? We're going to move on to our next event then. And that event is Spike It. This is the one where a spotter tosses a volleyball up in the air and you have to try to slam it down on your colored circle to score.
Oh, wow.
God. I like
until
volleyball.
we actually assembled this thing, I have never heard of Spike It.
Neither have I. I've never seen this before.
Probably a good reason why.
Yeah. It might be. Actually, no. I would put this in trash. I love volleyball. I played it a lot as a kid. I was pretty good at it. But like it just looks like a fucking twister. You're just hitting balls onto a twister.
Yeah, just looking at the thumbnail, I feel like they would have been better if they made like one big circle or like two big circles, not small circles.
Or have one big target and then give each player 5 goes at a time, and then they score points, and then whoever has the most points wins. Yeah. I just think this is not going to put it in trash, but I'm going to put it very low on missing actuator.
Yeah,
I don't like it. It is not my favorite. Chat has this in greats.
What?
Weird for me.
What?
But we're going to go to this one, and I'm excited about this slap shot. This is the one where you rollerblade through the gates and try to score a goal. I think this is a cool as hell event. I would have killed to play it. I think it's great. Not quite GOAT, because we didn't see it that much. It's not iconic, but it's still pretty fucking cool.
I can't believe I've never heard of that before.
I think Slapshot never really got played a lot because it's definitely like a skill issue, because I don't think a lot of kids are really adept on rollerblades.
Right. Yeah.
I know I wasn't.
I was also good at falling though. I'll put this I think high good. High good because we didn't see it a lot.
Yeah, if you saw a little bit more, I'd say a low great.
Yeah. But I appreciate them trying to put hockey in there. Like and the chat's chat unanimously has this as a GOAT.
Really?
Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna put it in GOAT, but I'll put it in greats. I don't think it's GOAT material. Yeah. I think if it was done more, it would be GOAT. But I'll be honest with you. Tonight was the first time I've seen it, but I was impressed with what I saw. Moving on, we're going to go to Slamma-Jamma. So this is each player has 30 seconds to dunk. The other 2 players have to defend. This is probably my favorite basketball game in Guts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like this makes sense.
I'd put this in GOATs, I think. Cause
it's just one of those iconic ones that was like in all the promos and all the intros.
Yeah.
Like I love the games where all 3 players are going at the same time and 2 are competing against the other, or all 3 are competing against each other. But this, I think, is my personal favorite.
Yeah, you hardly ever see that asymmetrical sort of thing when it comes to like game shows. Usually with kids, because it's always like teams and stuff.
Yeah,
no, it's never 2v1.
Yeah, so, like a little handicap match, you know. But yeah, chat agrees. That's a unanimous GOAT. Now we go on to Slam Dunk, and I think this is also going to go in GOAT because you jump off the bridge with a basketball and you dunk it in the hoop. What's more fucking cool than a Slam Dunk?
It just makes sense.
Yeah. It's a GOAT. It's another GOAT. It really is. Like, this was the one I most wanted to do that was not an aggro crag. Like, I would have killed to like just been able to jump up and slam dunk. It was like the trampoline things with the basketball hoops. I think it was called like space ball or something.
Slam ball.
Or not slam ball. Slam ball is different. Like I have to find it, but it's this netting cage, and there's angled trampolines. It's not slam ball. I promise you, it's not slam ball. But
it was a Guts event. You're saying?
No. This is a thing that I saw at like some batting cage gimmicks. I'll find it on my own. I think it's called Spaceball or something. But no, Slam Ball is another one, but that's different. Kyle got to see that live, didn't he?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you got to actually try it, didn't you?
I got to actually jump on the trampoline, yeah.
Oh, nice. Chad agrees. Slam Dunk is a GOAT. Moving on to Skyball. This was just water polo on bungee cords, but in the cross pattern. Why not just have a water polo game in the pool? Like I said earlier,
because water polo is like very energy draining.
It is, but like you could have had a goal and like try to score as many goals as you can in 60 seconds in the pool with the wave ball or something. That would have been fun as hell. Missing something for me.
Yeah, missing in some sort of element,
Like it's
like a pool.
yeah, like why? Like you say, water polo up high, then just fucking have water polo. I get it's a energetic game, but you could kidify it for guts. And I think this was just kind of a cheap using the same goal thing, and they could have done better here. Chat has this in. Where do they have Skyball? Hold on. Where do they have
Did you even
Skyball?
vote for it?
I don't see Skyball on here. Where did it go? Oh, Skyball's in good. That's where it is. Okay. Next is Scurf and Safari. This is the one where they have to go around the little circular buoys and then kind of loop-de-loop around back, kind of like a twisted flack sort of pattern. I'm fine with this one. This is good. It's like it's got a cool name.
Plus, you don't really see a lot of failure unless they dip the board's nose in the water.
Yeah, this is like, oh, the pool events. Oh, the pool events. I don't like the pool.
But tell us how you actually feel.
Yeah.
I'd rather play SSX on tour. Chat has that in goods as well. Next is Shootout. This is the one where you bounce off the aerial bridge and kick a teed up soccer ball into a goal. Oh god, it's so awkward.
It's awkward, but it's a creative way to use. It's like t-ball for soccer players.
Yeah, but not for the aerial bridge. Like I just soccer doesn't work well with the aerial bridge.
True.
This goes into missing actuator for me. It has to. Unless what do you boys think? Because
I mean, I can't even think of what else it would need to make it better. Oh, maybe a pool. No.
Oh God, here we go again.
No, I'd agree. Missing actuator, but there's something else that it needs.
Yeah, it's soccer would be cool, but I just don't like it on the aerial bridge. Chad agrees. Scrumble. So this is rugby balls are falling out of the sky, and you have to get them and put them into your net. There is a reason I prefer this over Fumble. It is because they have the rugby-looking goals that you have to throw the rugby balls between, which I think is an amazing touch. And it's that little extra that I like, which is why I would put this in greats.
I would agree with that wholeheartedly. And also, you guys, they're tied to each other, right?
Yeah, they all are.
Yeah, so they have to bubble around back and forth.
Yeah, it's great chaos. I love it.
That's my favorite named event. Scramble and Rumble. Scrumble.
Yeah, Scrumble. I get the play on words, I like it. It's fumble, but it's scrum, I hate everything. Chat also has this in greats, by the way. So we are about halfway through here. Actually, I think we're exactly halfway through. So let's move on to our next one. This is Rebound. This is the one where they have to grab the ball from the center pillar. It's not knocking it down like jump ball. And again, this might be a GOAT or high grade for me because they're all actively competing against each other at the same time. And I've seen somewhere they're fighting for the ball in midair. Two people have it. I think it's that's fun.
This is a high grade for me.
I was going to agree. I think it's a high grade, not necessarily a GOAT.
There's definitely a lot of stopping and starting again. But
yeah, there is. If it was makes sense in this, but you can't really do that continuously. But I think it's a fun game. I think it's a fun game to watch, and I absolutely would love to jump down and have you two on either side of me and throw elbows in your faces and grab the basketball. I would 100% do that. I'll play.
I'll just kick you in the balls.
I don't give a shit. Chat has it in GOATs. Chad has a lot more in GOATs than we do so far, and that's a unanimous GOAT. Let's move on to our next one, and that next one is not going to come up because it didn't let me skip it. All right, next is Power Ski.
Power Ski!
This is where you're holding a rope and you're going across the wave pool and back.
Ski or
I think you're on a ski board. I don't fucking know. Like,
but you're holding onto a rope and you're going back.
Yeah,
you're just trying not to dip your nose in the pool.
Essentially, it's
so.
Getting the bottom of good. No, you want it worse?
I'd say missing actuator. Yeah.
Missing actuator. Okay. Our pool bias is showing here. Chat has this in missed actuator as well. So,
okay.
But yeah, I think we'll just quickly move on from that then. Next is peak to peak. This is where you start on one aerial bridge, you bounce from fake rock to fake rock, hit the other bridge, turn around and do it again. This one's rad as hell. I would love to do it. I think it's a GOAT for me.
I think so too. I mean, didn't they bring this back for Family's Got Guts or something similar?
I think they did. Yeah.
I would argue it's high grade because there are plenty of times where kids really lost their momentum and they just couldn't get it back and like get back to the other bridge. But it is iconic over a lot of the other events. So yeah, I'd say low GOAT.
I think it's fun. I think it's fun, and I would totally want to do this over a lot of the other things that are here. So, yeah, I think that's GOAT for me. And Chat disagrees. Chat has this in greats. Well, Chat, I don't know what to tell you. Our next one is Over the Top, I believe. I just want to confirm. I think we're going to reverse alphabetical order, yeah.
Yes, arm wrestling.
Over the Top. No. God. Jesus, God. No, that movie is awful. No. Over the Top is aerial bridge high jump, which is rad as hell.
Then you arm wrestle, or
I'm just gonna put this and makes Mike O'Malley sad. I'll do it. I'll do it. Watch me, bitches. But seriously, I have this in Greater GOAT. It's interchangeable. I think doing the high jump itself is cool, but I think doing it in this way with the bungee cord is super rad.
Oh yeah, I think this is a high good, low grade for me.
High good, low grade, Kyle.
I say high GOAT. High GOAT. High good.
High good. Okay, I'll put it in greats then, because I think that's kind of where we're all meeting in the middle.
Okay.
I'll put it there. I would prefer to do this over a lot of other things. Chat has this in GOATs, although there were scattered votes for everything. Next is Off the Wall. I'm putting this in the trash. It's a dumb event.
What?
It is a stupid event.
It's an awesome event.
If the
Which
event
one was this?
This is where there's balls like Velcro to the wall, and you have to knock them down.
Velcro to the wall, you have to knock them down.
It's just, all you gotta do is just fucking snow angel your way, and wipe off half the thing.
You just knock them down. You don't just run up. You don't just jump and grab them and put them back in the.
You jump off the aerial bridge, and then on the rebound up, then you start swatting balls down from the wall.
It's
fuck that. Put it in the trash.
It's bad. It is.
Where would you put it?
I would put that in great. That's awesome.
No, absolutely.
No, you are out.
I argue that this is actually a great event because this is actually the one time that the producers actually feel like they understand the majority of the kids that actually handle the aerial bridge. This is exactly what you see when those kids jump off the aerial bridge 99.9% of the time. So why not create an event that is designed around that and just have them flail in the air and just knock stuff off of a wall? It's great. It goes in great. Yes, it is exciting. It's not exciting to watch. The video game, for God's sakes.
Well, this ain't a video game.
I don't care.
Also, in baseball, if a ball is going to the wall, you don't knock it down. I think it would be more cool if you tried to make a catch over the wall instead of knocking this down. It has nothing to do with baseball. It's poopy garbage bad, and I hate it. And you know what? Chat disagrees.
What they say?
If they
have it in GOATs? What?
No. And the stream.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, we're moving on. No,
Revolt, my viewers. Now is your time to rise.
Fine. It goes to good. Shut your mouth. Moon Race. This is a trash event.
Moon Race.
This is bad. This is awful bad.
Product placement.
This one I will agree with. If this was peak 90s, if this was a visual aid, that is what 90s would be.
I saw this
but
as
it's
a
90s plus
kid.
more 90s, man. 90s plus more 90s equals bad.
And I thought this was a wet fart in the trash. Where the moon shoe should have gone in the first place. It's a broken ankle waiting to fucking happen.
Yep.
And, oh god, you know how many fucking rubber bands you have to attach to them? They're the worst.
They don't come attached?
No, you have to...
That's bullshit!
Oh, you sweet summer child. No, it's bad. All right, Crag 2 time. Mega Crag. This is my goat.
This is what I would put in goat.
This is my goat.
Since we put super aggro and great.
I think Mega Crag is my goat. It gets locked in there. I think the second evolution was good. There wasn't a lot of smoke, and I think it was just the right extra bit of spiciness that made it work.
Yeah.
Just the right amount of everything.
While we're talking about this, I've never really understood like the naming archetype for all the crags. It's like we start with just regular aggro crag, and then we jump to Mega Crag, and then we go to super aggro crag after that. But by how it's installed in my brain, it goes regular, then super, then mega, then ultra. So it's just like the super aggro crack just seems like it's a demotion.
Well, no, you actually forgot. There's actually one level above the aggro crag that never aired. It was called Bitch Crag. Oh shoot, he just entered the chat. Sorry.
Wow. Oh, Mondo, welcome halfway through. Hey, let's move on to Make Your Mark. This is the one where you jump off the aerial bridge, slam your feet into some slime, and then pop them on a wall. It's kind of like a vertical long jump.
It's a vertical long jump. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think the problem with this event is that they put the wall like way too far away from the slime.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a guts kind of esque event. This is a perfect use of the aerial bridge, but I think everything is spaced out weird, and also like I don't know. It feels like after that first jump, you're gonna have all the slime just fucking you up. I don't know if like they had shoe covers, but I think I think for a guts esque event, it is iconic in that right, but it's not the thing you talk about. In fact, I forgot this existed. Till we got back here. I'm fine putting it in low great, but not much higher than that.
I have no opinion. I've actually never seen this. But I would agree with this.
Chad agrees. Chad has it in greats. We're gonna move on.
Unless you know how to do a drop kick form like perfectly, you are going to look bad doing this every single time.
Theory's saying this is better than over the top, but you need to be able to slap your hands on the wall. The slime made it so you didn't get a good jump. I agree. Also, I know Theory would love to be with us, but I know he was rocking a headache earlier, so I hope you're feeling better, buddy. And that you're here for the next one, which I will announce at the end of this one. So, because I didn't know what we were doing after this, but now I do. Because we had a great discussion. Anyways, we're going to move on to Mad Max. This is the recumbent bike through basically the Fallout zone, and you go crash through a wall and everything. I think this is a less crashy, get injured sort of recumbent bike event because there were other ones where people ate shit. But I mean, it's cool enough. It's it does what it needs to do. I'd put it. I mean, of the track events, it's probably great just for the aesthetic purpose alone.
I would argue high great or even low goat. Because, it's the most extreme of the track events, and, less eating shit for the kids.
Yeah.
I'll put it high grade. High grade's fine.
Okay.
High grade's good. It's serviceable. I don't think it's better than Rebound. Chat has Mad Max in great as well, so they agree with us there. Moving on is the longest yard. So this is basically long jump, but off the aerial bridge. And this is, again, kind of... Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I don't think track and field really gets my goat going like anybody else, but hey, you're doing it superhuman style.
I would say this is good for me.
Good? Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Sure.
Good. Better than off the wall, that's for sure. Put this back in the trash.
Yes, please.
What? No.
No, I like my dumb baseball game. Fuck you.
See, you got your rant out of me today.
Oh, there's still time. There's still time. All right. Our next one that we're going to move on to while chat's doing this is jump. So you're going over 2 hurdles. You're touching a spotter on an aerial bridge, and then you're going around the other way. Oh, this is such a wet fart to me. It's just such a wet fart.
It's a wet fart, but I wouldn't put it in the trash, though. I'd say missing actuator.
It's missing actuator. Like, I think if you did 3 and then got to another aerial bridge, I think that'd be better than the transition. The transition makes it awkward, and you lose so much momentum, especially on that second jump.
Yeah.
Chat has this and make Mike O'Malley sad, so there is that. But yeah. Sorry, my phone went off. I'm seeing what's happening here. I'm also trying to burn off the time.
Peace.
Yes, Kyle.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, then I'll just hit the skip button and move on. Chat has this in the trash tier. They have it in the garbage. Poopy poop garbage. Next is jump ball. So this is the same kind of deal, except they're trying to knock it into the proper zone. This goes great, maybe GOAT for me. I love it when the players are competing against each other directly like they are here.
Yeah, see, this is a knock the ball off that's exciting to watch, Danny.
Wow.
No rebuttal either.
Is that how this is?
That's how it is. Knock the ball off, and it's exciting to watch.
I'll just be off to the side here eating popcorn watching this fight.
Okay. Mondo doesn't have any opinions. He's just here.
I just woke up from a nap.
Oh, hey, I hope it was a good nap, my dude. All right. Next is Invisible Boat, everybody's favorite lolcat meme.
It's exactly what it's ironically this is what you need to have a better version of Power Ski. Power Ski's missing something. Ironically, it's what you miss in order to make what you gain. Invisible Boat is better than Power Ski.
Where do we have Power Ski? Okay.
I'd say
Power Ski is missing actuator.
All right. We want to put a pool event in great. Do we want to put a pool? I thought we had a...
Do we have a pool event in great?
We do have a pool event in
great.
We do.
But
yeah. We have 2 in great, and chat agrees they want this in great.
Invisible
Jesus Christ. Invisible bike!
It's called running.
Invisible was great. Uniquely guts. I agree. Yeah, no, I can't unsee the invisible bike of the cat getting the shit scared out of it. Anyways, let's move on, and we're gonna move on to Hang 10. This is the surfboard one. What does it say? Hang 10. Lie down on.
This is the one where you
lie down on the surfboard and collect all the buoys.
That's what that is.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's good. It's fine.
It's fine. I mean, you're trying to use a surfboard. I get it. It's probably the only thing you can do because that pool's only so big that you could
technically you're not
put a water polo goal in it. But I guess I was wrong.
And you're not hanging 10. You're hanging 20. Actually, 24 if you're including your arms and your legs.
Thank you, Will.
Barrel wave. Where's the barrel wave? It doesn't count.
This is why nobody will touch your asshole, Kyle.
God damn it.
Asshole.
Wow. Yeah, that's what we're referring to in this case, Kyle. Yeah, chat has it in greats. I think it's perfectly serviceable and good. Moving on, as this is going in deep down the toilet. Fumble. So this is like Scrumble, except it's American football. It's fine. It's. I don't. Fumble. I think Scrumble's better, just aesthetically.
Yeah,
this is good. I would play this. I think it's fun, but I don't think it's great. I think it's serviceable. But yeah, I'll throw that in good all day long here as we continue on. The chat has it in goats. Chat has this in goats over Scrum.
No.
So.
Chat, at what point do they flip over the gladiator? Just
Chat's
tell me.
been very liberal,
liberal.
bang, bang, diggy, diggy.
No.
With their goats, 26% of everything they've put in is goats. Goats have to be special.
Yes.
And I just y'all are liberal with it, but they have it in goats. I'll fine. You know what? Low grade. Get out of my face. Next is free kick. This is where you're playing goalie and balls are coming at you from your left and your right.
I love this one.
I love this one. I think of the soccer ones, this is probably goat.
Soccer one is a good one.
I think it's goat for me easily.
I think so too.
Easy,
that or a high grade.
I think it's goat.
I say low goat.
Of the field events, it's the one I would probably want to do most. Like it's just fun as hell. So yeah, cool, easy peasy. Chat has it in greats. I don't know what Chat's got a weird gold standard. You know,
they never played soccer.
Weird gold standard because they have off the wall and great. So I don't know if I can trust their opinion.
No, Chat is smart.
Or no, they have off the wall and goats, which okay.
The fuck?
Yeah, I almost want to put it back in
Chris Mondo has it in goat. He's used to balls in his face. Wait, what?
Yeah, but usually you don't jump into walls. Usually the balls jump into you. Next is Eat My Dust.
That's not the dust, only just the dust they were eating.
So you're taking a BMX bike around the track, and it ends in a ramp jump, and there's 8 million spotters around, because I'm pretty sure the first time a kid ate shit. And this is kind of half the reason why I enjoyed watching it as a kid, because I was terrible, is I wanted to see a kid eat shit. But it's perfectly fine to me. Unless a kid eats shit, then it's goats.
I'd say it's good because it's watchable.
I watch kids fall off bicycles all goddamn day.
Dumb shit.
Gotta throw that Letterkenny reference in there somehow. All right. I think it's perfectly serviceable. It's good. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, unless a kid eats shit, then it immediately vaults into goats, which you didn't see half the time because there were 8 people ready to catch the kid. Boring. Anyways,
don't die.
Our next one is double play. And this is where the kids are on bungee cords and they have to grab balls and turn the double play and throw them into a net. I think of all the baseball ones, is probably the best one.
Really?
Yeah, I think, having played middle infield for a little bit, turning a double play is fun as hell.
Better than off the wall?
Oh, fuck yeah, better than off the wall. Fuck you.
What's that? Oh, it's moving on its own. Oh, how did it get down there? I mean, it's just not exciting to watch. Like, if I played it, it'd be great, but it's just, of the, like, cross-traffic games, this one doesn't do a lot for me.
Yeah, I'd say missing actuator. Maybe not in the trash, though.
I don't know missing actuator. If we put it, it would be high missing actuator, but, like...
you think it belongs in the trash?
I don't know. I don't think it belongs in the trash. I think it's fine. Let's just...
Yeah.
Not great. It's not a great... there's a lot of great ones, but this ain't it. Chat has it. Chat
off the wall. Sorry.
Bitch.
Dodge it. Grab a dodgeball, throw it at somebody while you're bouncing off fucking things. This is a trash game and could be fixed so easily.
Yes.
But it was just awkward to watch. Like, it didn't do anything for me. It's poopy garbage. You could have fixed this by doing what they did in Slamma-Jamma, is give each kid 30 seconds. Like, have 2 kids on an aerial bridge throwing dodgeballs and the other one's bouncing around trying to avoid shit. I think that would have been a lot more fun than what we had here.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's so bad. It's almost...
I didn't even understand what they were trying to do. Nah, off the wall's worse.
Danny's like, I will not be your whipping boy. Fuck you. Moving on. Chat agrees. Chat has that in the garbage. Bullseye. Probably another one of my favorite aerial bridge events. Take Nerf crossbow, shoot it into target, rinse and repeat.
I think this one is great. Not only just because of the event itself, but also because this is season 1 guts, so this is season not a lot of money guts. So you definitely had spotters that were just diving to catch these
that's the best part.
Nerf arrows out of the sky.
When we were watching it, there were totally people just diving trying to catch these. Don't break the merchandise.
Please don't break. I can't go back to KB Toys again.
We already cleaned them out.
But it's simple and effective, like as one of our chatters is saying, is just, hit the target. It's fun. I would totally jump off the couch and try to shoot my Nerf gun or whatever into a target and then get yelled at. And that's really the whole point about being a kid. So Chad agrees. Chad has us in greats. We move on to boogie down, boogie down, boogie down, boogie down, like that. Where you are strapped to a boogie board and pull on rope across pool and back, and everybody dips the boogie board down and takes 97 seconds to get across the goddamn pool. It is trash game. Get it out of here.
Yeah, first
poopy bad.
Second pool.
It's better without the boat. If only there was an event that didn't have a boat in it, but it also involved the pool. Wait, I know! It's called Invisible Boat!
All right.
Sherman, you're a genius.
We're going to move on quickly from this. Chad has it as missed actuator. Blast it. So this is where soccer balls are falling down, and all 3 players are in a circle. And Mondo, thank you for the sub, and fuck you too. All 3 players are in a circle, and they have to kick balls into a goal that are falling from the ceiling. I like the franticness of this one.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
I'd say low grade.
Low grade. Any decision?
Yeah, I think it's a low grade as well, or high.
Mondo. I'm eating popcorn. Her. Mondo's gonna be like, and when I do the thumbnail for this, Mondo's gonna be the makes Mike O'Malley sad tier.
I think Mondo fell asleep.
Probably. Chat has this in greats, and I'm glad
my mic's been having issues on Discord.
I don't think it's the mic. I think it's the person talking into it. Anyways. Such a terrible friend. Next is Blade Runners. Yeah, so go across a track but on rollerblades. And I mean, hell yeah. I'd rather go along the track on rollerblades than I would fucking moon shoes.
Yeah, Blade Warriors represent.
Tonal snakes rule. Wait, wrong thing.
Tonal snakes rule.
Blade Runners is perfectly fine. I think it's a good or a great.
I'd say great.
I think it's good, but I don't think it goes higher than Eat My Dust.
I think
definitely goes higher than Off the Wall.
Where do we have Eat My Dust?
Eat My Dust isn't good.
Eat My Dust isn't good. All right, I just can't see anything anymore because there's a million of these. We'll put it right there, right next to it.
Yeah,
it'll be
better
friends.
than Off the Wall.
They'll be friends. But I think Mad Max is the best one. Chad has this as a goat.
Wow.
The track events are just no. All right,
what are you smoking?
I've got one where I think we're gonna agree. You ready for this one? Basic training, goat. Let's move on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially Kyle's gonna love this. If it involved a pool.
It has a pool.
We fly into a pool.
Kyle's
like as long as it involves like a drop into something, monkey bridge, and the elastic jungle.
The elastic jungle is the coolest fucking thing. I would have loved to go through that. Also, jumping onto the airbag or sliding into the pool. I mean, I've slid into a pool, but like the jumping on the airbag thing, I would have killed the two. Yes, goat easily.
Yeah,
it's probably the most iconic non-Crag event I think in Guts, like next to Slam Dunk. Honestly.
I would say Slamma-Jamma is.
Slamma-Jamma was later, but like Slam Dunk's been around since the beginning.
Yeah.
It's a goat. I think it's a goat. Nothing more to say there. We now go to Attack, which is basically like we've seen for Spirals and Slam Dunk, like the jump off the bridge, but for lacrosse. It's fine.
It's okay.
Like they were just shoehorning lacrosse into there with all the other sports.
I mean, they were shoehorning a lot of sports.
I think they were more talented with the lacrosse stick.
Yeah.
Like, it made more sense that way.
And then you got people like me. What's a lacrosse stick? I don't live in a rich white neighborhood.
All right. Attack goes in good. It's fine. And this is kind of a wet fart because it just came last. I thought it was going to be second. But the aggro crag, we have to put this in good.
I think that makes sense.
It has. I mean, by rule, it has to.
It's Crag 1.0. I mean, there are 6 actuators instead of 8.
I mean, the one thing that would knock it into great is if it had a pool.
No. Comedy comes in 3s, Kyle.
That was my.
Anyways,
bitch.
But yeah, that's all we have. Chat also has it in good, although one person's putting it in goat. But yeah. So we've gone through 50 of these, and we cruised through here in about an hour, so that was lovely. But we're not quite done. We're gonna verify everything again, except for the crags. The crags are locked and cannot be moved. Yeah, chat has this in good. So chat, thank you for participating. Chat had 5 in Mike's Mike O'Malley sad, 5 in Miss Actuator, 11 in goods, blah 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 blah, 17 in great, and 12 in goat. That's kind of where they had 12 in goat. Yeah, they were a lot more liberal about their goats. But
they fucking put off the wall in goat.
They did put off the wall in goat, and they can stew in that. Anyways, here's what we have.
You did the right thing.
So Moonrace, Dodge It, Boogie Down, Splash Down. I think we're all fine with those in the garbage tier. I think they're all.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Light a fire.
Double Play, Skyball, Jump, Aces, Wave Runner, Power Ski, Triple Jump, Shootout, and Spike It are all in Missing Actuator. I almost want to move Triple Jump down to trash.
I would argue move. Well, I was gonna say move Spike It to trash, but yeah, Triple Jump did nothing for me. More
like it's again, if they timed it, if it was a timed event, whoever cleared the course fastest. I think that's what keeps it Missing Actuator, because I think if you do that, you improve it.
Yeah.
So I think Triple Jump's gonna move to the bottom of Missing Actuator.
Yeah.
But it saves itself from the trash pile. All right, our goods. By the way, the trash tier for chat was Splashdown, Dodge It, Jump, Moonrace, and Triple Jump. So they added what did they add? They had
Triple Jump.
Jump, which we had in Missing, and Triple Jump and Missing. So they had Boogie Down, Power Ski, Wave Runner, Aces, and Shootout all in Missed Actuator. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay, our goods. We had 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 in goods. At the OG Crag, Longest Yard, Eat My Dust, Blade Runners, Attack, Off the Wall, which should be in trash tier, but Danny saved it from Fate. Spin Out, Hang 10, I'll fucking move it down there. Wild Pitch, Wild Wheels, Tornado Run, Touchdown, Scurfin Safari, Whitewater. I feel like something could be moved up here.
Yeah, there's that one where, you jump off the aerial bridge and you just knock shit on the floor. Like, what the fuck? How is that exciting to see?
It's exciting to see, but it has nothing to fucking do with baseball.
Off the Wall should go in trash.
Thank you, Mondo.
No, it shouldn't.
All right. Our chat had Attack, Skyball, Spin Out, Totally Tubular, Touchdown, Wild Wheels, OG Crag, Double Play, Longest Yard, Scurfin Safari, and Whitewater. Those were in all of their goods. So a lot of agreements there. Moving on to our greats, we have 8, 12, 16 in greats. So this is our biggest one. We had a lot in greats here. Super Aggro Crag goes in greats. Along with Rebound, Bullseye, Mad Max, Slapshot, Spirals, Jump Ball, Scrumble, Over the Top, Vertibog, The Edge, Totally Tubular, Make Your Mark, Invisible Boat, Blast It, and Fumble. I almost want to move Invisible Boat up to GOAT. What do you guys think of that?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think I would be.
I think just
we
so
don't
I
have a
think
pool of men and
the
goats.
pool should have some representation up there. Even though I hate the pool, it's the one I hate the least. So Chad had 17 in greats, including Blasted, Free Kick, Invisible Boat, Peak to Peak, Scrumble the Edge, Vertiboggan, Wild Pitch, Bullseye, Eat My Dust, Hang 10, Jump Ball, Mad Max, Make Your Mark, Spirals, the Super Aggro Crag, and Spike It. That's what they had there. And then Chat had 12 goats. We have 8 now because we added an Invisible Boat. Mega Crag, I think, is everybody's OG, or not OG favorite, but I think that's their GOAT Crag. Zero G, Slamma-Jamma, Slam Dunk, Basic Training, Free Kick, Peak to Peak, and then we added Invisible Boat. I'm happy with this list.
I am happy with
this. Perfectly fine.
Lock it in.
Chat had Basic Training, Blade Runner, Fumble, Rebound, Slamma-Jamma, Slap Shot, Mega Crag, Slam Dunk, Tornado Run, Zero G, Off the... and Over the Top, all in goats. I'm mad about that.
Let the salt course through your veins.
Oh, God.
Again, Chat, I ask what you're smoking. Off
and
the
where
wall
can Mondo get some?
No, Off the Wall does not belong in GOAT. I'm sorry.
Right, well,
I never said it belonged in GOAT.
Well, Mondo
they did.
Yeah, you said it belonged in GOAT.
I said it belonged in great.
It belongs in the trash.
Potato.
You're wrong.
The masshole accent's coming.
Wrong.
Wrong. All right. That is it for DFIU versus Guts events, and I can tell you that the next DFIU versus coming in a couple weeks here will be DFIU versus Game Show bonus rounds and end games. We're going to pluck out 40 of our favorites and argue them to death. And remember, one has to go in the trash. Which one will it be? You'll have to find out in a couple weeks. But we'll also be watching a lot.
That's not an end game.
We'll also be watching a lot of bonus rounds and end games. So be sure to join us for that. But until then, thank you for joining us. Be sure to do all the shit they say at the end of these videos. I don't fucking know, because we're also doing this live.
Like, share, subscribe, comment,
and put Off the Wall.
Get that engagement on the algorithm up.
And comment Off the Wall is a trash game. That's what we need in the comments. Is Off the Wall is a trash game.
As long as you engage with this video, I don't care what you say about Off the Wall, because it's in good. And I saved that event for death. I did it.
All right, it's locked in.
You.
See you later.